Hi everyone, this is Alan. I guess we've had some technical difficulties. Anyway, I'm going to continue to read, or I'm just going to recap for you what I've been reading. I've been reading excerpts from my poems from Nexium Algorithms, Migration. I'm going to change that name, of course. So I'm going to go in a different order than I did before. And what I'm doing is I'm just recapping some sections that I've revised in this series, and so I can solidify them for a new collection that I'll work on, and hopefully that'll help you. So this is from a section, this is a section from the Band Teacher's Assessment, and I call it Immortal Moths. It was originally called the Mortals of Short Poems, the Morals of Short Poems, but I call it Immortal Moths because it has to do with the speciation of and transfiguration or transformation on how we're all part of nature, to keep it simple. So Immortal Moths, okay, this is the revision, so I'm going to just read from it, and hopefully you can follow along and listen. The moth and the roach elope and spoke. There is nothing left to be involved with than each other. The moth was a great-grandmother's encouraging the roach. Figure it out and compose your own musical poetry in fashionable manner. A few days later, then the roach responded abruptly to the moth. Let bygones be like we have always been. Before the moth could fly away, the roach snatched the tapestry cloak off the moth. The moth's wings, as she sketched the moonlight. A while later, the roach was whistling a farewell song, crawling into a passage of a ceiling lamp. Moths doubted love, known better as a butterfly. Butterflies doubted back. To honor the moth's cloak of arms in a maple leaf designed and left that autumn sunset. So I like that because it shows some chronology as well as passage of time, and probably some I wouldn't say just interactions, but conversation and dialogue that had gone on indirectly. So I like that for what it is, and it has to do with a story, of course, the conflict, the crisis, the conflict, and the resolution, which is not always a pleasant one. Okay, so this is from, let's see if I have the right one. Okay, I'm going to read this section. This is from Defying the 16th Exodus. And of course, when we talk about migration, sometimes we talk about Exodus, or we talk about refugees, we talk about Exodus. And recently when we talk about fires and people becoming homeless, there is sort of an Exodus. But this is an Exodus of a different kind. So let me just read it and you can figure it out and listen as we go on. Good morning was spoken while eating at 8 a.m., grieving about a dog's triangularly slices where dots split her. The unpenetrated spots where fox teeth laid. The blame was infidelity of female foxes, subjecting unwelcome departure during the 11th hour departure. This mischievous notion of karma of eagles and roosters, pups and foxes, using canines, tearing and pecking flesh from our hearts into the 12th hour? Or was it a plot of rippers or ripers, mangled by anger, shame, and moving hurt, defeated by illusions of love? Excuse me, there's something else I wanted to list. Yeah, confusion of love. Okay. And I rewrote this, so here we go. Expectations for some to care about self. Cursed by disillusions of childhood human. The 1600 hours when Dionysus's body to spirit went up Jacob's ladder. For even morose insects ascended such stairs, cases. A sabotaging act, I dare not say. I came here to do one thing, to learn how to listen, but now I'm heard. And there was a passage I wanted to read before I read you those sections, but I'll just add it to it. I could not be apart without nature's world. That's Mary Oliver. So, and that goes well with that. I did read that. Okay, and I did read that section. So, okay, and I want to read the Amateur Lepidopterist Study excerpt. And it starts at, I believe it's the 3rd section. So I'll just read from the 3rd section on, and I hope you like it. They're among the trajectory patterns and meteorology causations, genotypes, and regional origins, providing variability for migration quest or across common speciations from Canada to the Netherlands. Some anomalies of assimilation of China, India, and Russian territory genus, characteristic traits Alaskan populations have adopted. Lepidopterist, parasitic, I'm going to mess this word up, elugs, ecosystems, parasite igloos, ecosystems. So what that has to do is, this poem is a scientific poem. It's a prose poem, but it also is dealing with research, because not many poems do that. They do delineate things, but they do not express them. From migration to scarcity patterns, safety, surviving, cultivation, graphics, imagery, became epiphanies, a populace posthumously forged some inquiries into transatlantic editions. Lepidopterans migrated dependent on thermodynamic tracking, though shipments bestowed vocabulary ventures. Interested by the biological technologies, posthumously convergence, European futuristic terraforming, a homeostasis perpetuating of Homo sapiens, the idealization of inhabitations for dragnet. And I believe inhabiting systems of dragnets is another insect. So, but what it's saying is that these systems are related, and that they parallel, if not overlap, the homeostasis and Homo sapiens idization of inhabiting systems. So yeah, so they inhabit the same systems. So I thought this was a nice study, an excerpt of in a I guess a leap from the regular poetry, but more of a research poem showing connections of speciations and natural selection. And let's see if I have any more I want to add. No, I guess that's it for that. And I hope you like them. I do have an extra copy, so if anybody wants one, I can send it to you. Just leave your comments and interests, and we'll talk to you soon, and keep on reading and writing and creating. Thank you. Bye.